Hello, I'm Mark Stubbs. When the power goes out, there's always that thought of, oh no, quickly followed by the question, how long will my power be out? The answer to that question depends on a lot of different things, including why you lost power in the first place. In this episode, I'm going to walk you through the anatomy of an outage so you can see how the repair process works, all the way down the line to your home. You hope, and we hope, it will only be minutes, but it could be a few hours. After all, this is Texas, home to some fierce storms, and sometimes the damage they leave can severely complicate and delay restoration efforts. Our line crews are highly trained, well-equipped, and ready to go when disaster strikes. Their goal is always to work quickly and safely to restore power to as many people as possible, as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, it's not as easy as flipping a switch and getting everyone back on all at the same time. The system that brings power to your home is complex, and our line crews have to follow a series of steps to safely get your lights back on and your AC or heater running again. Here's a look at the process.
5 steps to restoring a power outage. We do our best to avoid power outages, but sometimes Mother Nature has different plans. Here's how we go to work when you find yourself in the dark. We start with high-voltage transmission lines. These lines supply power to transmission substations and rarely fail. But when damaged, line crews have to repair these first. Next, we look at distribution stations or substations. Substations can serve hundreds or thousands of members. When an outage occurs, line crews inspect substations to determine where repairs must be made. From there, we turn our attention to distribution power lines. If the outage can't be isolated at distribution substations, we inspect the distribution lines. These are the lines that carry power to your community. Next are tap lines. If the power outage persists, we inspect the tap lines. These lines deliver power to transformers located on utility poles or on pads for underground service. Finally, we may isolate the problem to your home. If your home remains without power after all the other steps have been serviced, the service line between the transformer and your home may be the culprit. Our crews work hard to restore power to the greatest number of members in the shortest time possible. So as soon as the skies clear from a storm, linemen are out, following this complex trail to identify and repair problems. But Farmers Electric doesn't own, maintain, and repair all of that equipment. We come into the process at step 3. Following a June 2023 storm, our co-op had nearly 16,000 members without power, but they were widespread across several counties and requiring service to multiple substations and individual lines. Farmers has every available bit of personnel in the field, so we can make multiple repairs at once, restoring power to large batches of people at a time.
We know how frustrating it is to wait in the dark, wondering when your power will be back on. That's why our crews train year-round. We want them to work as quickly and as safely as possible, so we give them the tools, resources, and skills to leap into action. The next time you see a co-op crew out checking lines, trimming trees, or even working on an outage, remember that they are there for you. They may have their own families at home in the dark, but they are committed to their craft and to service to our members. You can be assured each lineman spent years working their way up to be able to safely navigate power lines and to restore power. They are the true heroes of storms and outages. If you have a question you would like answered in an upcoming episode, email us at questions@farmerselectric.coop.